Hey clarinets, welcome back. On today's page, or in today's video, we're on page 14 in the Accent Book 2. And on page 14, in the upper left-hand corner, we've got two fingering guides for the notes C sharp and high B flat. Let's talk about them briefly. So the first one, C sharp, is the fingering for our regular C with our thumb and our fingers in the front with the C key. But then we're going to add our left pinky right over here, right here to this C sharp key. Okay? It's also the low F sharp key, but now that we have our register key, this makes it a high C sharp. The next fingering for that high B flat, well, that should look familiar too, because two fingers on top and a side key is the E flat fingering when we're down on the first line of the staff. Here, however, we've got our register key in the back, which pushes us up to the key of B flat. So we'll use both of those fingerings on today's page. Also, we've got a rhythm pattern of 2/16 and an eighth notes. I call this the apple pie rhythm because apple pie has the syllables of 2/16 and an eighth. 1 E and, 2 E and, 3 E and, 4 E and. Apple pie, apple pie, apple pie, apple pie. I like apple pie. Number 45 is our first playing example, and it's called more 16ths. It's got F sharp and C sharp, and it will use that C sharp that we just learned about, as well as our apple pie rhythm. Give it a shot with me. Let's play this exercise 2 times. Watch out for those F sharps. 1 and apple pie. Ready? Go. Let's do it one more time. 1 and 2 E and 3 and 4. And our apple pie rhythm had a blueberry stuck in the middle. Do you see the blueberry rhythm right in measure 3? Yeah, that's from our last page, page 13. Number 46 is Tafta Hindi. This is an Arabic folk song, and it requires us to play measure 1, 2, 3, and 4 2 times because of a repeat. We'll play it forte the first time and piano the second. Then going on, in measure 5, we get to use our high B flat fingering. Now that won't be too hard for us because the note in measure 5 starts with A, 2 fingers, and the register key in the back. So we'll go A, B flat, A, G. So we'll have to just add that one key. Let's give this one a shot as well. 1 and 2 and ready, set, go. Let's jump back to measure 5 and start there with that high A, B flat. 1 and 2 E and ready, go. If any of this has been too fast for you right now, know that that's okay. Some of these rhythms we may not be ready for at the speed that I'm playing them because everybody's different and everyone learns at a different speed. If it's too fast for you, again, 1, it's okay. Take out a metronome. I use my phone, and get your metronome and slow it down and try playing it slowly at first. Remember, we had to crawl before we could walk. So we want to make sure that we're getting it right at a slow tempo and then gradually speeding it up. But as I always say, come back and review with me, because that way you get to show yourself that you've made that progress. We're going to go on to a French-Canadian folk song next. It's number 47. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2. Oh, something about this song is we're going to repeat the last 4 measures of this song before we go back to the beginning for the D, C, Al fine. So we're going to start right at the beginning and play all 2 lines, repeat the last 4 measures, then go back to the beginning one more time and play the first line and the second line, but those first 2 measures, until we reach the word fine, which means end. 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and a 1 and 2 E and 1, 2, ready, begin. You can also pause this video and play that one at a slower tempo too. We just play at 70 beats per minute. Try it at 60 beats per minute if it was too fast. If it's still too fast, try it at 50. We're going to moving on to our next exercise. It's Pas de Pan. This is a French folk song, and it's in cut time. Remember cut time? Cut time means the values of the notes are cut in half. What was 4 becomes 2. What was 2 becomes 1. What was 1 becomes half. Well, I think you get it. So cut time, the values are cut in half. So the first few notes, they're quarter notes, but they're going to sound like eighth notes. Try it with me. B flats and E flats are our flats for this key signature. 1 and 2 and 1. Our final exercise is number 49, accent on clarinet. This is going to use our low F sharp fingering. Now, if you don't remember your low F sharp fingering, well, the fingering guide for the note at the top left-hand corner, C sharp, is going to be very helpful because the fingering is the same for low F sharp and high C sharp, like the one that's on our page today. What's different? We don't need the register key. It's just our thumb. Let's play this one together in 4/4 time. No, it's in 3/4 time. Even better. And ready, set, go. Let's do it one more time. 1, ready, go. And there you have it. Accent Book 2, page number 14. A bit of a challenging page. So if you need to, you reuse this video as often as you need to. So until I see you next time, keep practicing.